Is OpenAI responsible for advancement of AI that will dominate humans and animals? While OpenAI is a leading force in artificial intelligence, the field's highly competitive. Numerous companies are developing innovative AI tools with the potential to significantly enhance human-animal interactions. Sam Altman has everyone buzzing. The guy's got the tech world on the edge of their seats. Just a few months back, he dropped a bombshell: a massive investment in a new AI project. Naturally, minds started racing. What's cooking in that brilliant mind of his? Is he about to change the game again? All of us are dying to know. What exactly is this secret AI project? Some say it's pure science fiction or something we could actually see in our lifetime. Got to wait for a few more years to know the answer for that. You'd be surprised at how much power is needed to run ChatGPT and OHA AI programs. Harvard professor and ex-IBM guy Willy Shih says all of us are seriously underestimating the power these AI models guzzle. Imagine Sam Altman, the ChatGPT mastermind, wanting to build even bigger and better AI brains. To do this, he'd need a ton of supercomputers packed with those fancy graphics cards that everyone's talking about. These supercomputers live in data centers, which are basically giant warehouses full of computers. And we're talking about a lot of data centers, like 40 times more than what we have already, if Altman was feeling really ambitious and spent $1 trillion on chips. But here's the kicker: these data centers are energy centers. They already use up more than 1% of the whole country's electricity. So to fuel his AI empire, Altman would need to build a bunch of power plants too. Solar, wind, hydro, you name it, he'd need it all. So the next big challenge is upgrading the electric grid itself. This is the system that delivers power to those hungry data centers. Think of it as the highway for energy. Many in the field reckon $1 trillion could be a good starting point, especially with the government pouring money into clean energy and grid improvements through the Inflation Reduction Act and the Infrastructure and Investment Act. It's like they're paving the way for this electricity highway. Maybe Altman has his sights set on increasing chip production worldwide. Right now, there's a tiny handful of places building these super advanced chip factories. Think Intel in Arizona and Ohio, TSMC in Taiwan, and Arizona, Samsung in Korea, and Texas. That's about it. Semiconductor expert Stacy Rasgon crunched the numbers and says a whopping $7 trillion could build over 200 of these high-tech fabs, assuming each costs $30 billion. But wait, there's a catch. You need to set up massive steel mills and concrete plants to support building 100 or even 200 of these factories. It's a huge undertaking. Altman's got a big problem on his hands. To pull off this project, he needs a ton of construction equipment, and that's just the start. Finding someone to build the super advanced UV machines that Altman needs could take forever. We're talking decades. Then there's the whole staffing nightmare. Training up a new workforce to run these factories is no small feat, especially when you consider the struggles that chipmakers like TSMC are having in Arizona. They're complaining about a serious skill shortage. You know, if money were no object, China's massive $150 billion push to dominate the chip market would have already paid off. But guess what? They're still heavily reliant on imports. According to RBC Wealth Management, they're spending twice as much on buying chips as they are on oil. So the big question is, can Altman actually pull this off? With all the hurdles in his way, from equipment to workforce to the broader chip industry landscape, it's hard to see the math adding up right now. You can't escape it. The AI chip shortage is the hot topic these days. Everyone's talking about it, and it's starting to feel like a never-ending drama. So is Sam Altman the man all of us have been waiting for? The industry has been crying out for a plan, and some people are starting to wonder if he's the chosen one to rescue us from this chip crisis. Can he truly be the messiah of the struggling chip industry? Artificial intelligence has come a long way since its humble beginnings as a brain-inspired concept. Today, AI programs are like sponges, soaking up information and learning new tricks all on their own. This incredible ability is what's fueling the rise of generative AI. It's like having a super smart assistant that can create amazing things from art to code. News is coming in that OpenAI is cooking up something big. The company is reportedly in talks with chip giants like Broadcom to design a custom AI chip. It's a bold move to break free from the stranglehold of pricey graphics cards that have been the backbone of AI development so far. Why the sudden chip focus? Well, the demand for powerful AI models like ChatGPT and DALL-E 3 is skyrocketing, but the supply of high-end graphics cards just can't keep up. To gain more control over its technology and potentially slash costs, OpenAI is looking to build its own specialized hardware. Making this happen won't be a walk in the park. The company's already tapping into Google's talent pool, hiring engineers who worked on the search giant's powerful AI chip, the Tensor Processing Unit. Their goal? To create a custom AI server chip that can handle the immense computational needs of future AI models. What's driving this AI frenzy? Generative AI can do mind-boggling stuff. It's creating new drugs, predicting market trends, writing stories, composing music, and even generating hyper-realistic videos and images. It's like having a super-powered creative assistant. Translation is another field feeling the heat of AI. Tools like Google Translate and DeepL have already taken over the bulk of translation jobs that don't need top-notch quality like casual emails or social media posts. Imagine a world without language barriers. That future might be closer than you think. It's crazy, right? Looks like this tech magic might even work on more than just human languages. Scientists in Michigan are teaching computers to understand what dogs are saying by analysing their barks. You'd think there'd be a ton of dog barking videos out there for AI researchers to study. Wrong. Turns out finding enough recorded barks to teach a computer was like searching for a needle in a digital haystack. These smart machines need a lot of examples to learn. So these clever researchers had an idea. They decided to teach their AI to understand human language first. After all, languages share some similarities. Think about how we change our tone to show that we're happy, angry, or excited. Once the AI was good at picking up on those subtle human cues, they wondered if it could learn to do the same with dogs. They gathered barks from 74 dogs of all shapes, sizes, and ages, and guess what? Even with a relatively small group of barkers, the AI was able to tell if a dog was playing or being a bit of a grump, and even figure out things like the dog's breed, age, and if it was a boy or girl. All with a pretty impressive accuracy rate of over 70%. Hopefully this will help become a better friend to dogs. AI has also generated a lot of buzz recently with the launch of autonomous robots. Building robots used to be a long and expensive journey. Getting even a basic model up and running meant pouring countless hours and dollars into the process. But guess what? Things have changed for the better now. Thanks to incredible breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, specifically generative AI and neural networks, we're now able to speed up the whole robot making process. It's like adding a turbo boost to robot development. Teaching robots is way more complex than writing software. Sure, code's crucial, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. To make robots truly autonomous, they need to learn from the world around them. There are two main ways to do this. First, robots use cameras and computer vision to see and understand their environment. It's like giving them superpowered eyes. Second, deep learning and generative AI helps robots learn from massive amounts of data. Think of it as teaching them to think and reason like humans. Right now, robots see the world through our eyes, or rather through cameras that mimic human vision. Computer smarts help them understand what they're seeing. The future of robot vision is way cooler. Imagine robots with super senses. They'll use laser beams, radio waves, sound waves to build a super detailed picture of the world. It's like giving them X-ray vision, hearing and touch all rolled into one. This will let them navigate like pros and do things that humans can only dream of. One thing's for sure, the future will be of autonomous robots. Is the current state of AI development just a small part of its eventual potential? You're sure to have your take and views on AI and its advancement. Do share them in the comments section below. For more interesting stories like these, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications. Bye for now.